We are going to discuss about the roof terminologies. We need roof terminologies so that we can be able to apply the trigonometric ratios, sine, cosine, and tangent, to find different length measurements and angular measurements when we do carpentry and architectural work. Carpentry work in this case is work that normally carpenters do when constructing roofs. Look here at this picture. You can see there is different pieces of timber which have been skillfully joined at different angles by a carpenter. Architectural work, on the other case, is work that is normally done through drawings, which are preparations for carpentry work. The drawings are normally used by carpenters to construct roofs with certain predefined measurements. So, the roof terminologies that we are going to discuss here are the roof, the span, the run, the pitch, and the rafter. The roof definition is the external upper covering of a house or a building. So look here. This is what we call a roof. This is an incomplete roof because it doesn't have a covering sheet yet that is placed here. This one is another example. This is what is a roof. The top cover there is what we call a roof. The span is the length from the outside wall to the other outside wall of the building. The distance from this point up to that point there is what we call the span. The run is one half of the span. Run from here up to, from this corner up to here is what we call the run. The rise is the distance from this point up to where the building ends. I mean the roof ends from here up to here. That is the rise. The pitch is the ratio of the rise to the run. Suppose the rise is 15 units and the run is 20 units. So pitch will be the ratio 15/20. You can compare pitch to what you studied in coordinate geometry, in which you studied that slope is the amount of vertical change over the horizontal change. If you remember, we famously discussed about a change in y to change in x. So pitch is change in y to change in x, but in other ways we said it is the rise, the ratio of the rise to the run. The ratio of the rise to the run. Rafter rafter. Is any of the series of timbers or the like usually having a pronounced slope? Look here. These are what we call rafters. The rafters are used for supporting the roof. It is when carpenters construct the rafters that they need the applications of the trigonometric ratios, sine, cosine, and tangent in making different angular measurements and distance measurements. One more terminology that we have to say here is the hang. The hang is part of the roof that extends beyond the walls. So you can see this is what we call the hang. This is what we call the hang here. This portion of this roof that extends beyond the roof. We need to know about the hang because it is just part of the roof, and we may sometimes calculate this distance from right at the end of the wall to maybe here, and we may need to ignore the hang. So those are the common terminologies about the roof that we may need when we do angular and distance calculations using the trigonometric ratios, sine, cosine, and tangent. Thank you.